Tony D and Little Joan with Screenwriter's Rant on a movie I'm kind of partial to because it's about a writer. It's called Emily, about Emily Bronte. Smash, like, and subscribe. Thank you for smash, liking, and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 9. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Emily tells the imagined life of one of the world's most famous authors. Emily Bronte, the film stars Emmy Mackey as Emily, a rebel and a misfit, as she finds her voice and writes the literary classic Wurthering Heights. Emily explores the relationship that inspired her raw, passionate sisterhood with Charlotte and Anne, her first aching, forbidden love for Waitman, and her care for her maverick brother, whom she idolizes. Sounds cool. I kind of like it, but it's about a writer, so I'm probably going to like movies about writers, especially ones like this. This got something for the ladies, of course, because the ladies love this time period. The costuming, the intrigue. It's all about relationships. Oh, Daddy, you can't tell me what to do, kind of stuff. It's about her relationships, trying to get on in a patriarchal society. But she was a genius. So there you have it. Her brother helped her along, and maybe her husband didn't, but all us writers got to cross the bear. I mean, look, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So she did it though. She did it. She wrote her books. She wrote her poetry. It's in cinemas October 14th. I cannot read this. Oh my God, these credits. Very hot pink credits. I don't think I could read any of this. Jesus. Nah, I can't read it. There's no way. Do we have at least the director in the creds here? Starring Emily Mackey, Fiona Whitehead, and Oliver Jackson Cohen. Yeah, I can't read this. So, bad on you. Let me try one more time. Maybe I could just make it out. Written, I think that says written by, it looks like Francis U. Connor. Might be written and directed by. But, hey, it looks cool for that time. I mean, look, you kind of got to like history a little bit to like these movies. It seems relatively true, although it tells the imagined life of one of the world's most famous authors. So there may be some exaggeration here, maybe, but that's okay. I mean, authors have lots of imagination, so that could make it fun. What was in her head at the time. So it looks interesting to me. It's in UK cinemas October 14th. So it's probably not going to play big in the United States because nobody here really reads all that much. Sad to say. Yeah, some do. But they read a lot of crap. I'll tell you that. They read a lot of young adult fantasy nonsense and smut. Ladies, you should be reading Wurthering Heights. You'll probably like it. I mean, it's going to be tougher to read than the stuff you're probably used to if you haven't read a lot of classics. But I think you would like it. It's a classic. Anything that's classic, when you read it, you can see why it was a classic. I didn't read this at the time, but I was reading all the classics at one point, and you really can, after a while, just say, oh yeah, this is why this is a famous book. Oh, here it is. Writer and directed Francis O'Connor, it says. Man, I could not read those hot pink credits, Francis. I mean, I get it. It's a girl movie, but hot pink seems a little weird for the times to do everything in hot pink. I mean, this isn't an 80s movie, so. But I will definitely see this at some point. I don't know if I'd go to the theaters. I don't even know if it'll play in the theaters here. It might play in the art house movies here. I don't think it's going to get a wide release here. Most likely it'll go art house. Might see it there. If not, I'll probably definitely see it if it's on Prime or something like that. First act, it follows her life, so the 3-act breakdown is a little tougher, but basically it's going to be first act, it establishes her family and her family life, and that she's a weirdo, and you know, she's at a time where you got to get a husband, and that's like a big deal, and you know, she wants to do all this stuff, and you know, her sisters are going along with the program, she's not, and that makes it tough on her, and her brother's encouraging her, but probably the rest of the family doesn't. She eventually falls in love or gets an arranged marriage. I can't tell. She didn't seem super passionate about the guy. Maybe she grows to love him. I don't know. And then this, you know, she wants to be a writer. Second act probably goes into her marriage and her marriage life, and her trying to be a writer, and her husband saying, "Why don't you just be a regular wife?" But she gets encouragement from fans. I don't know if this is a fan or if this is her sister or whatever. Probably her sister. And gets encouragement from her brother, and somehow she manages to pull it off, and eventually she's recognized for her genius. To some degree. Probably not a lot, but she got a book published. That's big. Especially at that time. That was a big deal. Getting a book published back when books were a primary mode of communication, that's a much bigger deal than it is now. Any idiot can publish a book today. Look at me. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. And don't forget the Pizza Pillow. And don't forget the Pineys. That's about it. Other than there's some follow-up trailers to Nope and Wakanda Forever. They're much better trailers. And just to tell you, I mean, I think they really should have waited on the Nope trailer. The Nope trailer that I just saw, and the movie's been out now, the current one is pretty good. It's much more exciting trailer. It's way better. It shows UFO in it. It doesn't show the alien. I don't think, although I think the whole ship is an alien at the end or something, but it's a lot more exciting. It would make me want to see the movie. Now it's kind of like the reviews are in and it's kind of not that great or whatever, but really should have went with the later cut. I think the first trailer was terrible. Wakanda Forever, it's a slight improvement than the other one, but not much. Yeah, it's better. It's definitely better, but I don't have much. I think if they had gone with the second Nope trailer, that movie would have done much better. But Wakanda Forever, I think they're kind of stuck where they're at. The expectations are awfully high. Even if the movie's good, I think it's going to be tough for them to live up to the expectation. But sorry to go off on a rant on two different movies, but I do like the look of Emily, so to speak. I would probably see this. Yeah. So that's it. We'll see you in the next one.